Hello, crew. How is everybody? Hope you're having an awesome day. So, today I'm going to share with you something that's a little bit sneaky. It just gives you the ability to look at somebody's messenger message and read it without them knowing that you've read it and can perhaps think about a response before you actually shoot from the hip and say something you shouldn't do. So I've shared with this with you guys once before, but somebody just asked me recently, how did you do that messenger thing, Helen? So I thought I'd share it with you again, because just because you've seen something once, it doesn't necessarily mean you remember it. And secondly, a lot of you wouldn't have seen that live. So this is just a really handy piece of information to know so you can control your conversations a little bit better. It gives you the ability to perhaps absorb what somebody's saying to you and think about it before you respond. And it also helps you control that issue where somebody sent you a message, they know you've read it. They can see your little face down in the corner. They know you've read your message and you're just sitting on it. You're sitting on the answer, something that you might want to respond to somebody, but you're not quite sure what to say. And the other person's on the other side of it thinking, I know they've seen my message. Why aren't they responding? All of that kind of mental crap that we put ourselves through and other people put themselves through. So you could actually get a message and say, oh, I'm not sure what this is about. Or maybe it's a tense situation. And it's like, I just don't want to read that message, or I don't want to deal with that person. There is a way that you can actually read their message without them knowing that you've read the message and give yourself time to think. So if there's a situation where you're messaging back and forth with somebody and you don't want them to know that you've read their message, then this is the way around it. So for those of you that have heard this from me before, I've only taught it once before, do you remember how to do this, or have you forgotten? And those of you that are listening in right now, are you intrigued as to how to do this, or have you heard of this before? So I'm going to show you. I'm not going to share my screen today just for privacy reasons with everything that's sitting in my messenger. But I will show you sort of the steps on the screen so you know what to do. You're just not going to have a really close view of everything sitting in my messenger. Okay, so I'll get to that in a moment. Just a reminder, the foundation of being successful online is through establishing a brand, letting people know what you're all about, what problems you solve, what you're interested in, what people get to know you for, and this is all called our brand. And if you do not have that sorted out, but you want to successfully build a business on social media, I would highly advise that you do sort it out. And the last round of my branding course is starting next week. I won't be running it for months again until next year. So if you need to sort out your branding message once and for all, or you want to revise your branding message, join us next week for our Build Your Brand on Facebook course. It's not only Facebook. Once you build a brand, you can carry that over to all social media platforms. But the details for that is up above in the link. If you've got any questions, let me know. And coaching community members, remember, you get a massive discount to that. So if you need that special discounted link, please let me know. Those of you in the video challenge, you're getting closer to the end, and I will be going in there live a little bit later, just to give you guys a bit of feedback as to how you're going, things to watch out for, things to improve. So watch out for that video a little bit later, because I'll go in there and just, it won't be a very long video, but I just want to share some feedback with you guys that I'm seeing so far and things that you can improve. So yeah, look out for that, video. Okay. So who is with us here today? We've got Gloria. How are you? We've got, how do I say that? Soini? What a beautiful name. Lovely to see you here. Welcome. Hello, Monica. Just if there is anybody new here, please let us know that you're new so we can embrace you. My name is Helen Martin. If we haven't met before, I'm your online crew captain, which just means that I'm here of service to you guys here in our online crew community. So we have entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, direct sellers, those in network marketing as well, and we're learning to leverage social media to build our businesses online with modern strategies. We really want to try to learn how to attract people to us instead of pushing our information on people. Okay, we've got Monica here. How are you? Hello, Mel. Good to see you on. Hang on, where did I go? Hello, Janet. How are you? Hello, Hero. We got Judy and Bob. Have a great day, night. Thank you. We've got Chantel. How are you going? Hello, Christine. Never heard of it before. So stay tuned. I will show you how to do this. This can be really handy for you guys in certain situations, and I'll show you exactly how to do that on the screen in a moment. Not sure we heard this. Well, I've only ever taught it once. So if you missed that live, which could be possible, you may not have heard of this before. So this is actually a really cool tip to know how to do. Hey, Olive, how are you? Chantel would like to know. Sure. I know how to do it. Not sure if it's the same way as you, though. Okay, so we can compare that in a moment. Hello, Danielle. I'm new. So let's say hello to Danielle. Welcome to our online crew here, Danielle. We're a pretty friendly bunch. We're an awesome crew here, all just striving for the same thing. New Soyini, so I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly, but it's awesome to see you here. I'm in the industry as well. I'm building a network marketing team around the world, and so I'm doing everything I'm teaching. I share with you the things that I'm using that's working well, not working well. So, I'm doing exactly the same things you are, growing an audience, building a team, all those kind of things. Christine is new, so it's great to see you here. I said your name perfectly. Awesome. Hello, Rick. How are you? Sounds interesting. So there's obviously a lot of you that, are here regularly that haven't heard of this before. So let me share this with you. So this might be good for family as well, guys. So send you messages like, I can't deal with that right now. You can actually read their message and they don't even know. So, crew, somebody send me a message in my messenger and I will deal with it now. So, Janet there, can you send me a quick message in my messenger and I'll show you what I'm going to do with Janet or whoever pops up first. I've got messages in here as well, but I just have someone send me a message and it'll pop up at the top and I'll deal with this. So this is going to come into, thank you, Olive. So Olive's on top of it. So I've just got a message from Olive up the top here. Okay. It just says, hi, Helen, for the live. So thank you, Olive, for doing that really quickly. So I don't want Olive to know that I've seen her message, but maybe Olive has sent me something and there's a bit of information in it and I want to know what she said, but I don't want her to, oh, Janet's popped up as well. I don't, thank you. I don't want her to know that I've read the message. Oh, they're all popping up now. Okay, so I'm going to click on Olive up here. Okay, actually, no, I'm not going to click on it. What I'm going to do, so I clicked on it, but don't click on it. Okay, first step, I just stuffed up my own demonstration. Do not click on it. As soon as I click on it, they'll see your face at the other end that you've seen it. So step one, do not click on the message, which is what I just did with Olive. So sorry, Olive, I'm going to bypass you. So it will just share with me, Olive, you're watching. Can you see now that I've seen your message because I clicked on it? So we'll just let Olive share that with us. So I'm going to go to Janet up the top. So she's sent me a message just then. So don't click on it, okay? What I'm going to do is swipe to the left. So I'm going to grab her message there where she said, sorry, didn't send, but it did send. So I'm swiping to the left. Are you with me? You following along? So I've swiped to the left, so I haven't clicked on it to open it. So, as Olive said, just by touching on it, Olive has now seen that I've read her message, which is what I didn't want to do. So we don't want to click on it. You just want to slide your finger across and you'll get those options there. Okay, so we've got, I can trash it straight away. I've got the notification bell, or I've got the three sort of what I call the hamburger sort of menu. So now I'm going to click on the three lines there, and look what I get. Okay, block, ignore messages, hide, or mark as read. So the one that I'm going to choose is ignore message. Okay, so don't panic when you do this. It's not going to do anything to the person. The person does not know that you are ignoring the message. But when I'm going to click ignore the message, okay, it's going to say to me, ignore this chat. You won't be notified when Janet messages you directly, and the conversation will be moved to spam in message requests. We won't tell Janet that the chat has been ignored. Okay, so Janet does not get notified that I've moved her message to the spam. So now I'm going to press ignore. Okay, now Janet's gone, but don't panic. Janet has gone from my chat, but she hasn't gone altogether. I haven't deleted Janet from my messages at all. I've just moved her to a different area in my messages. So where I'm going to go to now is, hang on, yeah. So where I'm going to go to now is the top of my messenger there. Can you see my tiny little head in the corner here? So I'm going to tap on my head. When I tap on my head, it brings me to all the settings here. Okay. Now I have moved Janet to my spam. So she's actually going to be sitting in message requests. So if I go, she's not there. What happened to you, Janet? Let's try Laurie. Oh, my messenger's not working. Okay, I'm sure I'll be able to find her. Oh no, I just loaded. So what should happen? Let me search for her. Load earlier, Janet. Janet, I've lost you. So somebody else send me another one. So that's gone wrong. And isn't this interesting? This is what you call live. Lifestyle. So I'll tell you what should have happened. Okay. What normally happens, can you see message requests there? So it goes into that area there, message requests, and I open up message requests, and Janet should be sitting at the top. Then when it goes into that area, I can open up the message, I can read it, but as soon as I respond to Janet, then it goes back into my inbox. That's what's meant to happen, guys. So Beth, I'm going to try you, but I'm wondering if this is to do with my messenger. I'm having all sorts of problem with my messenger. Beth, I've got to stop double tapping on it. So I'll try Hero. Hero, if I lose you, we'll message again and get you back. Okay. So I've got one from Hero. Beth, yours didn't work because I opened it up. So let's slide over. Okay. Try this again. Hamburger menu. Ignore messages. I don't want to block her. Okay, I'm a little bit scared with what my messenger is doing at the moment. Let's try that again. Okay, ignore this chat. It'll just be moved to spam. I'm not deleting her. I'm just moving her to spam. Okay, so I'm going to try this again. Ignored. Now I should be able to go back to message requests. No, I've lost Hero as well. Okay, I don't want to alarm you guys because this actually does work. For some reason, my messenger is not working at the moment, and I've just lost Hero and I've just lost Janet. So this is the best training you've ever watched, isn't it? This does work. But for some reason, my messenger is playing up and they are now in my spam and I can't get them back. So I don't know what's gone wrong there. Oh, new folder. Weird. Okay. Anybody that dropped off this training, they're going to be sorry that they just did. There's a new folder. This is really cool that I just figured this out on screen, and anybody that just dropped off this training would have missed this step. So normally what happens, this is pretty cool. Normally they haven't gone anywhere, guys. They're just in a different spot. So if I go back up to my head, normally where they sat is message requests. So it goes back to there, but have a look what happens when I go into message requests. Normally they just sit up there, but if I go down, have a look at this. There is a separate folder now that says spam. So I'm going to click on that and there they are. Okay, so I'm going to click on Janet's message now while it's sitting in spam, and I can read everything that she's said to me. She doesn't know. She doesn't know she's in my spam. She doesn't know I've read her message, and I'm going to just respond to her and go, "Hi, Janet," send it. Because I've responded to Janet in my spam, guess what happens back in my messenger? Janet is sitting right back up the top again. Yay. Okay, so let me show you that with Hero. So Hero sent me a message. I slid across. I clicked the 3 hamburger, the 3 lines, and I clicked ignore message. Facebook told me Hero won't know that you're ignoring her message, but it's going in spam. So then I go back up to my head in the corner and I go into, you still have to go into message requests, guys. Now, up until 2 days ago, because that's when I tested it last, they just sat up the top here. But it's now different, and there's actually a separate folder saying spam. So I'm going to go into spam. Hero is sitting right at the top. So I'm going to go into Hero. I'm going to say, "Hi, Hero," back to her, send that, and she is now going to be right back in the top of my messenger, my normal messenger. So it just goes to show Facebook's always changing something. So that did not happen that way 2 days ago. But that's quite cool because it's now sitting in the 1 spam folder. But what that allows you to do is, so I'm just going to do this one more time. Hi, Beth. Hi. So Beth, sliding over 3 lines, ignore message, ignore the chat. Yes, I want to ignore it. Back up to my head, message requests, scroll down to spam. Beth is sitting right up the top. Now I can open that up, read everything that Beth has said, absorb it, think about it, do what I want. She doesn't know. It's still sitting on her side of the messenger with me unread. She has no idea that I've done this, that I've read it, that I'm thinking about my response. Until I then press a response and go, "Hi, Beth," put my response there, send it. So now she's getting on her side that I've read it and replied immediately. So to her, I'm pretty quick thinking because they don't know that I've read it up until that point that I respond. So hopefully this is not something that you need to use very often. But if there is an awkward conversation happening in your life, even if it's family, this might be something you can use personally with a friend or something else like that. And I shouldn't react to that. I don't know what that message is about. That's the way that you can do it. Just remember that extra step now. That go to message requests and then go to spam, and that's where you'll find it. Okay. So just a little bit of a, something that you guys know that maybe not the average person knows, that it just might help you with a business conversation or a conversation with family or a friend. It is possible to read a message without letting the other person know that you've read their message. And they go straight back into, your inbox as soon as you reply. So they're not stuck in spam. So that's easily fixed as well. Okay, lost and found. I know that just freaked me out for a minute there. I thought I'd lost Hero and Janet for a second there. I saw the notice on my phone. Oh, what did you see? That's interesting because you shouldn't know. So what did you actually see, Hero? I would love to know. Hey, Dita, how are you? So thank you, Olive. On Android, instead of swiping left, you hold your finger on the message and a menu pops up with ignore. Thank you very much for that input, Olive. Obviously, I am showing you from an iPhone perspective, so it would be a similar flow, but obviously how you get there would be different, and Olive's just shared that with you. So thank you for that, Olive. Jacinta, good morning. How are you? Danielle, so good to know. Thank you. You're welcome. We'll have to catch the replay later. No worries, Edith. So I'm just going to see if Hero's still on, if she can let us know what she actually saw or whether she actually got the notice so that I actually said hello. That may be what she's talking about when I actually replied and I said, hi, Hero. That's probably what she's actually referring to. Okay. So do you think that's something that's handy to know that you'll use, that is better for knowing than not knowing? You might not ever need it, but you never know. You never know when that might come in handy. So I do want to share with you guys, I probably should have said this earlier, I'm not going live tomorrow because I'm actually speaking. I'm a speaker at our company event, and that's all day tomorrow. So because of that, the event starts around about the same time, well, actually exactly the same time that I would be going live. So I won't be going live because I'll be at the company event and a speaker for our company event. I love it when you call me Adita instead of Maria. Yep. That's it. Thank you for clarifying that, Hero. That's so awesome. I love it. Awesome. And you're back in my inbox, Hero and Janet. I didn't leave you in spam for too long, but thank you for playing along with me, as well as Olive for being really quick off the bat with that as well. So I will see you guys next week then, because I won't be going live tomorrow. So have an awesome, I know we're not at the weekend yet, but have an awesome weekend, whatever you're doing, and I'll look forward to catching you guys next week. Do not forget, those of you that need to sort out your branding, click on the link above and join us for the branding course next week, because it's the last one that I'm doing for the year. But that sets the foundation of everything you do online. So I would highly recommend that you invest in making sure you've got a really solid brand. That's how you build influence, and that's how you grow an audience, is having the right branding message. Okay, guys? So thanks for sharing my little mishap today, but I'm glad we found the solution on the screen. Okay, guys. See you next week. Bye.